A couple weeks ago, one of my peers and friends, Squinto, talked about an indie title called Gibbon Beyond the Trees. It's a great video, I highly recommend that you check it out, links in the description. It made me want to check out this little smaller title, and I enjoyed it. It's cute, it's fun, and it's unoffensive. But seeing it in action made me feel one thing. Monkeys are pretty freaking awesome, alright? And as a Kong certified, ape-proved member of the Simian Society, I've been given on high authority to fill in the public what goes on in the monkey business. Spoilers, it's a bunch of monkey business.
Oh, you can't get away with this monkey business.
Sometimes, as a secret and Illuminati-esque Simian Society, we let our influence leak out into video games. When the creator of Pong, Mr. Jimmy Pong, was asked what the white dots represented, he said,
"Oh, the white dot? Yeah, those were little monkeys hitting the ball back and forth. I felt that was obvious. I don't understand why people are confused by this. It was clearly a monkey the whole time. I don't get what they thought it was supposed to be. It's a monkey. What don't you people understand?"
So the spread of monkeys are everywhere, starting with the most famous monkey of them all, Donkey Kong, the grandfather of all gaming monkeys, and my literal real-life grandfather. Don't believe me? Here's a picture of us at the family barbecue. This is totally not photoshopped at all. And while he is top billed on the game, he's just a simple video game obstacle thrower before our main hero Mario knocks his baboon butt to the bottom. But even though he was knocked down a peg, he wouldn't stay down forever. He would make his inevitable rise as a platform mascot king in Donkey Kong Country. Still to this day, one of the finest 2D platformers ever made. After the evil and cantankerous King K. Rool steals all of his bananas, Donkey Kong has to defeat K. Rool and his mechanical empire from taking over his island. It's set up rather brilliantly. DK lives in a nice simple hut in the jungle, content and at peace with himself and nature. But once the tyrant and colonial King K. Rool starts desecrating this beautiful and all-natural island with mine shafts, structures, and unnatural mechanical creations, DK must take back what is stolen from him. Donkey Kong, as a force of nature, has to take back what's been stolen from him by this industrialized threat. It's almost like a battle and struggle over the purity of nature itself. Never thought that Donkey Kong had such symbolic existential questions, did you? I'm going full H-Bomber guy doing some deep lore analysis on DKC. As long as I don't end up painting my face like a monkey and losing my mind by the end, we should all be good. In fact, that simple struggle and question about nature and mankind's intrusions into nature were very present in that smaller indie title, Gibbon Beyond the Trees. The game is about that same thing. Peaceful, nature-loving gibbons swing freely and beautifully through the trees with the free-flowing, momentum-based movement. It feels nice to freely swing without much concern for threats and failures. It's this lifestyle that the gibbons have that allows them to be able to foster communities and sing playfully with one another, enjoying this equilibrium that is gained with such a peaceful connection to nature. Donkey Kong also loved the occasional boogie down and relaxation, but to have their peaceful lives interrupted and put into danger because of the colonized clutches of man-made forest fires, deforestation, and hunters killing for sport and pelts. It's the threat of industrialization once again creeping up upon these monkeys. It's weird that two separate games about monkeys have that same overlap. The freedom of swinging through trees and the freedom of being able to have a stockpile of bananas is taken away from you by industrialized threats. Monkeys crave freedom and blend well with nature, and needing to combat or escape capture against things that threaten their freedom? Well, I'm sure that's just a one-time thing, and it couldn't possibly overlap again. Like, that's just a big coincidence. Let's talk about another monkey game, Ape Escape. Oh, I see. This is gonna be the reoccurring theme throughout the video, isn't it?
Ape Escape
is about captured apes that have escaped. It's a premise that practically writes itself. You have to go around and capture all of these silly monkeys that are trying to take over the world. The evil white-haired monkey Spectre goes back in time with his monkey army in an attempt to rule the world with a new world monkey order. So the main character Spike has to go through time and capture all these mischievous monkeys. Even when they're trying to take over the world, the monkeys are shown to still be fun-loving little dudes. Look at these little guys. Do you think these guys are capable of taking over the world? I don't think so, you little monkey man. Even here, in a little game like Ape Escape, you still see that thread of monkeys yearning for freedom, albeit to the exaggerated extent of wanting world domination. Almost every monkey game or even monkey character has some sort of connection to this yearning for freedom or disruption in their freedom. There's Winston from Overwatch. When he was just a small ape, he had dreams of leaving the scientific labs on the moon and seeing the world. And in the Special Forces operation called Overwatch, oh, that's the name of the game, fights against the forces of the evil corporation Blizzard. Sorry. I'm sorry, let me reread that again. The evil corporation is called Blizzard. Wait. No, I double checked the Overwatch wiki. Yep, it says the evil corporation is called Blizzard. Wow, that's weird. To fight against the evil corporation Blizzard and robots to protect the world. The monkey from Balloon Tower Defense needs to protect himself from those weird hot air floaty mother... Probably got filled up by some freaking weirdo who's been watching Andrew Tate videos. These balloons are condescending. I'm glad this monkey massacres them by the hundreds. And last but not least, it's certainly not the least, the Balloon Tower Defense monkey one was definitely stretching it. The monkey game to come in clutch and put a beautiful bow on this package. It's the extreme end of monkey games. The thing all monkeys would want to do but never could. It's the thing that the simian society would never condone. It's the thing that we all would like to do but we can't. It's to... This is the game Ape Out. It's all about, well, aping out. This great ape rips off the doors of his cage and proceeds to harness the power and ideology of Doom Guy, a respectable role model for us all, and rips and tears his way through goons, smashing and killing and splattering people over the walls. It's a painting come to life. The colors explode, the drums rumble and smash, and the monkey is determined to get out, to ape out. The game is scored with these drums, ripping and tearing just as hard as the ape is ripping and tearing through these people. The drums clatter and they splang as you throw enemies out of windows, use their own weapons against them, and have a whole bunch of other descriptions of turning them into Saul Bass paint smears. The final level of Ape Out starts with you in the jungle. The monkey and ape in his prime, in his zone. His true freedom gets taken away and you get stuck on some frickin' boat. The monkey has been captured and his freedom has been taken away. But even this constraint doesn't last long. The monkey rips out of the boat's cages and then he manages to rip and tear through all of these new enemies, makes it back onto shore, is finally free again, and then gets... The game opens back up with you in the jungle, but it's not actually the jungle. It's a frickin' zoo. But once again, just like the boat and every other cage that the ape has been held inside of, this constraint doesn't last very long. Ape Out ends with you smashing through a zoo, a symbol of this imprisonment of animals and nature. You and the other animals join forces and make your way through to the exit, creating a harmonic and chaotic symphony of drums and jazz. Every animal in its freedom is all contributing to its each individual drum, but together is chaotic and beautiful all on its own. Once you smash through the final gate to freedom, the saxophone blasts its horns. It's the song You Gotta Have Freedom by Pharoah Sanders. Those drums that accompanied the ape throughout the game were alone and isolated, but now are finally right where they need to be. How else could this game end? The music soars, celebrating the release of its newfound freedom. Even the game's score was restrained, but now the saxophone is allowed to let its legs stretch and run free, just like the ape. Whether its freedom lies beyond the gates of that zoo, or lies with Donkey Kong battling the mechanical empire of King K. Rool to take back his bananas, or the gibbons being able to escape from the man-made wastelands of deforestation to return back home, not with a prize, but simply to enjoy the lives that was meant for them. It's that same freedom that the escaped apes feel is theirs, willing to go and change the course of history itself to get that freedom. You gotta have freedom. You gotta have freedom indeed. And many of you may be asking, where does Super Monkey Ball fit in all this? And I gotta let you know that I have absolutely no idea. Super Monkey Ball is a true anomaly. It fits into no boxes. There's no clear sense. It's a mystery. It